We're back with another decklist video. Apologies for being very late. I kind of celebrated my birthday week, birthday for the week as well as Pride. So I've just been very busy this week, but today is a very special decklist for me. It's the deck that got me into Digimon. The sleeves give it away. The sleeves just give it away. Yeah. This is my original Rust Tyrannomon deck that's been updated with all the BT22 stuff, but I've slowly been updating it. This is like one of my most fun casual decks that I could ever play. It can be annoying, it can be aggressive, but it's still so much fun. So we'll get into it. So for the eggs, we're running 4 copies, which is the Tanimon from BT14. When an effect suspends a tamer, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. It is a great little buff. And the way the Dinos play now, with like Raid Harus, and you can still use like the BT11 Taigas, and I do have a funny memory setter that also helps with this play. Comes in clutch. It does come in handy from time to time. It's really, really funny. But yeah, we only run the 4 eggs. We could run a 5th egg for with the Nanyamon from EX5 when this Digimon is suspended plus 1000. So no matter what, it's still pretty funny. Then we only run 2 staples in the deck, and it's a funny way that we run these staples, because either we don't play them because we don't pay to play them in this deck build. With the funny effects from like our option cards and level 6s, you'll see why we don't really pay to play these, but it's still funny. Alternate effect, players can't play Digimon by effect, so this kind of does stop a lot of gameplays when you're, going up against, say, Puppets or the new Yacht Link or Megidra, maybe not the Megidra because it blows up the field first, but any decks, and it kind of stops your opponent using their second effect on scrambles while this is on the board. It's quite funny. But maybe Turbo Megidra, so whenever they're using like going on the grab on X and then spit out a Gale money, and kind of stops that one before they can do the whole perpetual loop. But yeah, then we run 3 copies of the Searcher Agumon from EX8 because it is the best Searcher Agumon for Dinos. I know we have one BT11 which was Tamer based, but this is just fantastic. Reveal top 3, add 1 card with Tyrannomon in his name or a dinosaur trait, reptile or dinosaur trait, and then add 1 Rheatar Williams among them to the hand, return the rest of the bomb to the deck, and a nice healthy plus 2k with no requirements DP to your turn effect, because as we say, that's the best searcher. This has to be the second best one for dinos because you want to fight your tamers, but we kind of usually just digivolve this in the back. We want to hard play this because it is a 1 cost over our eggs. But sometimes memory choking your opponent to 1 is actually a really good thing, especially going first and you need time to set up. You're kind of forcing your opponent to give you additional memory or memory choke you back and then do the funny back and forth plays. But yeah, BT11 Agumon, reveal top 4 cards, add 1 tamer card among them to the hand, replace the rest of the bottom of the deck. This has no color requirement for the tamer. You find a Rheatar, you add it to hand. And then your turn effect, while you have a tamer in play, same again, not a color requirement. This Digimon gets plus 2000. So you can definitely see Agumon has really evolved in the sets from BT11 to EX8. It is turned into a good dino. It's a good little reptile, but it's still a dino in my eyes. And with the new BT22 stuff, I got 1X antibody on play when digivolving. You can return 1 card with the dinosaur trait or Tyrannomon from your trash to your hand. Inheritable. This will come up so much. When this Digimon deletes your opponent's Digimon in battle, gain a memory. Feels very BT2 Sting 1, but it's good for the deck. For the top line, it's very good. Then we're only running 3 copies of EX8 Tyranno. This is why I say I don't mind about the memory choke back and forth for a couple of turns, because you digivolve this into 2, pass the memory back over the 1, you raise, you get the start of main effect till the end of your opponent's turn, plus 3000. It's the same as when digivolving effect, and the same with the Agumon from EX8. No requirements, just your turn, this Digimon gets plus 2000. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. Yeah. Oh, I'm grabbing extra cards because I keep forgetting I am organizing piles over the last couple of days as well. We run 3 copies of BT11 Tyrannomon. On play when digivolving, I can play a tamer card with a play cost of 3 or less from my hand without paying the cost. So that's going to be like all but one of our tamers. And then your turn effect, inheritable, while you have a tamer, this Digimon gets plus 2000. You see the evolution here? No requirement, no requirement. Requirement, no requirement. It's great. The evolution. Then we are running 4X antibodies, but we're running 1 promo and 3 Dark Tyrannos. Because we don't run X antibody in this deck, we're gonna miss on the win digivolving effect. Which, to be fair, I still don't mind, because the top line is so heavy for forcing your opponent's Digimon to do stuff that they don't want to do. And then, when attacking, this Digimon may digivolve into a Tyrannomon in its name or dinosaur trait from hand. Where this one is where I have this debate. If Dark Tyrannomon X just had that little bit effect the Tyrannomon X has for the reduced digivolution cost of 1, I would say this would have been fantastic. And instead of having if Dark Tyrannomon or X antibody, it was just if this Digimon had Tyrannomon in its tech, and its digivolution source. This would be more versatile to use in any Dino deck or any deck that runs Tyrannomons. But it doesn't reduce the digivolution cost during the attack. You just pay full cost. But we have a lot of tamers to help out with that. Then the alternate effect of the inheritable, same as Agumon X. When this Digimon with delete opponent's Digimon in battle, gain a memory. But yeah, we still run the raid. I wouldn't mind running this as a 2-2 ratio to see which one I like more. But I think it's because this one's been out longer. It's more enjoyable to use because you kind of know the feel of the loop that you want to do with it. But yeah, when attacking, if this Digimon has Tyrannomon in its name or X antibody in its digivolution sources, this Digimon may digivolve into a Tyrannomon or dinosaur trait name from the hand, reducing the digivolution cost by 1. Kind of the same as Dark Tyrannomon X, just without the reduced digivolution cost. And the inheritable piercing, this is why I'm only running this at a 1, because our top line is more piercing base. But it still helps with the reduced digivolution cost. Right? Because we can go into, like, say, Promo Mami Tyranno. This is why I like the new X antibody inheritables. Because yes, you still get to pay 3 because it is digivolving in a Tyrannomon in name. Then you force the collision. The opponent stage 1 suspends, this unsuspends. It hits into it. Then you can either swing again, trigger the collision again, you've gained the 2 memory, then go into the rest of the line. Because the alternate effect of the inheritable once per turn, when opponent stage 1 suspends, that includes whenever it attacks, you can unsuspend this, and the top line is mostly blockers, or mostly, yep. Then we run 3 copies of Master Tyrannomon just to give us that additional board control, as well as the additional security check. Metal Tyrannomon, Master Tyrannomon. I'm still figuring out the ratios. But I like the fact that I can swing in with this, trigger the Fortitude, play itself out again, and not lose a line. I'll lose the sources, but I don't mind not losing, the Digimon itself. Then work our way up instead of trying to start from scratch in the back again. On play when Digivolving, suspend one Digimon, then if this Digimon is suspended, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 8000 DP or less. Bye bye annoying cards, bye bye echoes, bye bye floodgates, bye bye anything is a little bit hard, they're champions. It comes handy. And for the last of our level 5s, we're running only 3 copies of the X antibodies of the Metal Tyranno. Just for the fact that you still Digivolve for the cost of 1 on top of Tyrannomon in its name without the X antibody trait. It's a dinosaur liberator. I might have to rethink this. Oh, I need to speak to my Dino guy. Well, that's fine. When Digivolving, this Digimon gets plus 4000 with the turn. We don't get the other half of the effect because Metal Tyrannomon's not in this Digimon. Digivolution cards won't, so we don't get your opponent's Digimon cannot Digivolve, but it's more for the end of opponent's turn effect. You may choose one of your opponent's Digimon to attack, then your opponent, the Digimon your opponent has to attack with. So you're forcing a swing to block, to gain more memory, to do a lot more bowling. I might add in I might actually replace these 2 for 2 Metal Tyrannomons now, because I just realised that. I'm not redoing the video. I did this like 4 times without the BT22, half the BT22, a little bit more of the BT22 too. Now I'm happy with the deck list. I'm not happy with the deck list, but it's a live and learn. Then we're running 2 promo Rusty Tyrannomon Aces. I think these are still a funny play. They were just, they're caused by 3 with Tyrannomon in its name, which is everything of its level 5 counters. When Digivolving, suspend all your opponent's Digimon with DP equal to or less than this Digimon. So if you're Digivolving it on your turn and you're able to keep the turn, then your 12, 14, 16s, if you have Tyrannomon from BT20, EX8, so it'll be what, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19,000 DP, swing over it, trash 1, pierce, if the piercing's underneath, or you just gain the 2 memory, and then I might put in those Metal Tyrannomons now just to get the double trash, pierce, or memory back. All turns when the opponent's Digimon is deleted in battle, not by this Digimon, just by in general, you trash top opponent's security, which is great, absolutely great. Then this is where the funny line, if you're able to get 2 lines out, happy days. New Rusty Boy. Another promo. collision, piercing, and blocker. When digivolving, de-digivolve 4 one of your opponent's Digimon. All turns when opponent's Digimon are deleted in battle. Same again, doesn't have to be this Digimon. Just when one is deleted, you unsuspend this. You have big beefy swings, big beefy restands, big beefy swings, and then delete, and all that loveliness. Absolutely loveliness. This way the deck is called Jurassic Park is this next card. John Hammond, also known as Gigimon. This is where we're saying that we get to play Pomimon out for free, and the way that I'll explain the play and the thought process with it. When digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of the deck. You may play one tamer card among them without paying the cost, not a color requirement. Place the rest at the top or bottom of the deck. So you get to make the decision. Then when attacking, for each green or black tamer you have in play, this is where the color requirement does come in. Reveal the top cards. So say you have like 4 green or whatever, you get to reveal the amount of cards and play up to the play cost of 10. So it's not reducing its play cost, you're adding up to. So it bypasses things like Psychmon and stuff like that. So say for example, we hit, I don't know, we hit a Palmu, a Searcher Agu, maybe a Tamer Searcher Agu. This is where the strategy comes in. If you play Palmu first, these 2 can't get synced because this is now actively live. So you would play them in any order first, then this last. Even if this was the first card shown on the top of the deck, you can still leave this one to last. So by the time this hits the board, these are already out and you've stun locked the rest of the board, which is fine. You get your own plays here, you get your own plays here, and this is active. It's a nice wee funny thing. And then if you want to play out more Digimon, then you just swing with Pomimon. If it dies, then you just swing with GG and do it all over again. It's quite a funny card, very funny card. Then we do run 2 more Digimon, being in the level 7s. And just because it's a staple for most green decks, I know Paladin Modius is becoming that one, but BT12 Quartzmon is still it for me. So when digivolving, suspend all Digimon, apart from this one. Then for every 2 Digimon, 2 Digimon that are suspended on both your side and your opponent's side, you gain a memory. So you swarm the board, you go into quartz, you gain a buttload of memory back, your opponent is now stun locked. Unless they have something in the breeding. Usually by that time you could just pop out a level 5 and then just ace with the Rusty Boy, suspend it, and you just locked their board again. Then when attacking, suspend 1 Digimon or Tamer on your opponent's side of the field. Then for every 2 cards, for every 5 cards suspended on both sides of the field, you get to trash the top of your opponent's security. The amount of Tamers, the amount of Digimon that'll be sped out and everything else, we're going to be trashing about 1 or 2 of them. And then doing the security check. And this is where the Tanimon comes in handy as well. If your opponent has no Digimon to suspend, you just suspend the Tamer and you gain plus 2k. So no matter what, you're still hitting with a beefy boy. And this is the funny memory setup we're running, is the Structured X Shoto. The reason why we're running Structured X Shoto is the fact that we can redirect. When any of your Digimon attacks your opponent's Digimon by suspending this Tamer, you may change the attack target to either your opponent's Digimon or to the player. So this is the funny bit that allows you to constantly gain that 2k DP. So if you suspend stuff for Rust, and you know they're going to ace in the stuff and that's going to have like retaliation, or it's going to give soften annoying, and you've suspended it, you'll swing, tap the Shoto, redirect it into the security, then this hits and everything else. This makes it a even bigger beefy boy. So if they just had like 12, 14, 16 and they were able to get to like 17k, the leap, you're gaining the 2k buff, making this 18,000, and it gives this line of protection for DP deletion. But anything else we're kind of iffy. But it's the same with the collision, where if you've suspended something with like the Metal Mummymon, or the, not Metal Mummymon, with the Master Tyranno, then go into this during the swing. It unsuspends, then you force a swing into the Digimon that you're already swinging into, trigger the Shotos, redirected an unsuspended Digimon or to the straight into the security, trigger the collision, block, then this like restands. Yeah, it's whoa. It's funny, but it's better. Mimi would have been a better idea, but I thought I like going for comical plays. Then we're running only 2 copies of Ryutaru. That's all I can find space for. So yeah, memory gainer. So if you have at least 2 of these 2 out on the board, you're always going to get memory. So you're always going to start at about 4. But sometimes we don't mind not starting at 3, because with this, with the Taiga and then the reduced digivolution cost all the way up and gaining the memory back, it balances. It balances itself. But yeah, speaking of Taiga, oh yeah, I didn't actually go through the Ryutaru. Your turn. When one of your Digimon with Tyrannomon's name attacks, suspend this tamer. That Digimon may digivolve into a Tyrannomon in its name or dinosaur trait from the hand, reducing the digivolution cost by 1. So you swing, tap this, digivolve during the swing. And here's the funny bit. Taiga. All your Digimon get plus 1,000 your turn. It's great. You tap, if these are on the field, and say you raise Tyrannomon, then go into Tyrannomon X or Dark Tyrannomon X, you swing a security, you trigger the when attacking with the Dark Tyrannomon X. There's your reduced digivolution cost right there, that you're not getting from the inheritable, from the when attacking. Then you digivolve, then you swing Ryutaru, digivolve again, Ryutaru again, digivolve again. It's luck if you do get that combo, but it can happen. It has happened with me a few times. Then on our option cards, we're running 2 scrambles for more reduced digivolution cost. We're reducing it by 3. Then the delay effect. If the board is slowing down and my opponent is speeding up, I can crack the scramble, play any of my rookies out, and play something to the top of the deck that I want. This allows us to play our floodgate again. Not just Digimon playing it for free, but this lets us revive it again if I have nothing on the board. And sometimes that does come in handy, because you might be down to like 2, 3 security, board is being wiped, and they can like start a main, say puppets, with the EX7 Syndrome, pop a token, swing, and everything else. And it's like, instead of giving them 2 swings by their turn just with Syndrome on, or popping and then playing more stuff out through the Aristas, it kind of just stops their play style. It's like the same with the Aboro, you just can't just keep spitting out tokens with willy-nilly. Then we're running 2 copies of the Green Memory Boost. This promo has been out for ages. Reveal top 4, add 1 green Digimon, place the rest at the bottom of the deck. Then main delay effect, so this will be like the turn after or whenever you need it. You trash this to gain 2 memory. And the one card I'm still not sure with Dino at the minute, is Hidden Potential Discovered. It does come in handy to like go into like Horde Spawn for 0 using this and a Taiga. But anything else, I think this might actually slow the deck down again. I'm still playtesting it. This way it's still a casual deck. It's not one that I would use on a regular basis. So there is going to be things that we need to like go through again. But if you're okay, if you want the constant unsuspension that what Rust Tyrannomon wants to do with itself, you could actually bring this down to 2, put this up to 3, and only have the metal go over the master for 1, and then get your whole effects. Or you can mess about with the tamer ratios and the option ratios, maybe 1 scramble, 1 boost, 3 X antibodies. But yep, as I say, this is my fun style Jurassic Park. There could be a lot of things that can be changed for it. There's a lot of things that will get changed for it in the future. But with the BT22 stuff coming out, I really wanted to show off, like, this is the deck that got me into Digimon. I started at BT11 and I haven't looked back. I love my dinos, I love Jurassic Park, I love anything Dino related. My Magic deck is Dino, my Yu-Gi-Oh deck is Dino. This was like, I was the Yu-Gi-Oh hardcore player for dinos before starting Digimon, and Jurassic Park, John Hammond, and Gigi got me into the game. So yeah, I just really hope you guys liked it too. Deck list should already be on the screen. Future Big R, thank you very much. The rest of you guys that are liking and watching the videos, I just want to say thank you for checking them out. For starters, I just put these up for fun and giggles, and the fact that people are enjoying the deck lists, it makes me feel really, really happy. So thank you. But until next video, guys, if you have any ideas for your own version of Rust Tyrannomon Jurassic Park deck, I'm always happy to listen and check them out, and not critique, but I always like seeing new decks. I always like to see whenever somebody's tinkered with them and put their own spin to it and everything. I think it's really, really cool that how diverse Digimon can be, that you can like swap a lot of cards about and make it your own stamp. So until next time, guys, bye.